everyone, and welcome. This is hashtag Them Thrones episode 8. Yeah, 8. This is our finale. We're just gonna figure, since the last one was just a regular episode, even though it was the season finale, we're gonna talk about the entire season as a whole now. Get our general thoughts and feelings and all that out there. How you kids doing?
We're doing
Doing
good.
all right.
You good, John?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, man, I'm doing well.
All right.
Shit has been well.
It's been good with me too. Making it. How about you, Mara?
It's weird, because I was just like, fuck, now what am I going to watch on Sundays? But I forgot that Rick and Morty still comes on Sunday.
And so does Ballers.
We didn't have one this.
I haven't watched any of this season of Ballers, so that kind of really doesn't even make a difference to me right now.
Shame. Just
I'll catch
shame.
up on it after the season ends.
But anyway, we're here just to talk about this entire season as a whole, how we feel about it, and what we're thinking going forward. So, just to kick it off, general overall thoughts of season 6, 7.
It needed to be longer.
Think it needs to be longer?
Yes.
Why does it need to be longer?
The season?
Just because you want to watch more, or because you generally think
Yeah,
it
like,
would
because I need
benefit from being
more.
Okay, you're just being selfish. I got you. What about you, John? What do you think?
How is that being selfish?
I thought it was a good season, but they rushed a lot of shit.
So I'm saying, like, I need more. Like, I needed more time. Like, I'm used to the drawing out of, like, a whole 10 episodes.
Well, you got to think. The show's not cheap, and I'm thinking like the reason why we had less episodes is because they were like, all right, we got to put dragons in like all these episodes, and we need like Night King and White Walkers in like all these shows. So it's like it's gonna get expensive. So we cut it shorter so we can afford to put all this shit in all the episodes. That was the way I saw it. So I understood, but I can see why you would want it to, have the
But
same
when
kind
I
of
say
pace.
certain things budget-wise don't work with the Flash, it's all Mara, you're crazy.
We're not talking about the Flash right now, all right?
All right,
We're
okay,
talking about Game
all
of
right,
Thrones.
all right.
So, I don't have any notes for what we're gonna do in this episode, so we're just gonna talk. So,
Cool, it's fine.
were there any standout moments for you guys, like something that happened this season that just had you go like, damn?
Well, when the dragon got hit, that shit, I was like, oh fuck, she just got there. Dragon's already fucking dead.
Yeah.
Fuck sucks.
I probably would have to. Well, I mean, I don't think so. I don't remember. Or probably when Euron came and took out half of like 3/4 or 2/3 of Daenerys' alliances in like a swell 15 minutes.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I don't know. My biggest oh shit moment was the first time we saw a dragon on a battlefield. Because, it's one of those things we've been waiting on since season 1 to finally see a dragon go into battle and see what that would look like. And we got that. And that was my oh shit moment of the season because it was just fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was epic. I'll definitely give you
You should have
that.
saw me. Like, I was in my room just like screaming at the television, like, oh! Like, Jose was just like, yo, shut up, man, stop screaming. But it was so epic, and he doesn't understand because he won't watch it.
Well, then he sucks. But
Yeah, no, he sucks, but I love him.
we all make mistakes. So what was I gonna say? Made me lose train of thought. Okay.
I will say I'll agree with you though when those dragons came out too for the first time against the Lannister army, dude.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy hard.
Next question would be, what was the most intriguing moment of the season? The moment that just made you go, hmm, hmm.
Uh,
Ha.
when I guess intriguing shit. I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed when Arya killed what's his fucking face, Littlefinger.
Yeah.
That was intriguing for me.
I'd say even though it
I
got
think I
resolved
was
soon after.
intrigued.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think I was intrigued when, like, like towards like the second to last episode when, Sansa and Arya, when it seemed like they were against each other, and Arya's kind of going into, I wonder what it'd be like, to wear these pretty dresses and all that shit. And I was just like, but why? You've never wanted that.
That's the thing. Let's get into that for a second. That whole interaction between them. I want to talk about that for a minute because when do you think was the moment when it was understood that they were going after Littlefinger, not each other? Do you think it was before that moment, before that scene, or after that scene?
I want to say. I want to say that would be what kind of gave away to the viewers that might have been what they're doing. Because people were theorizing it on the internet, and it made a lot of sense. Like, but I had friends who were like, "That's not what they're doing. There's no way they would possibly be doing that." But like, it made sense because like Arya's talking about all these things that she's never wanted, and it's been very clear about that since episode 1 of season 1. I think before that, I think when they finally got, Sansa, Arya, and Bran together, that's when they started to plot. And that's when, when all that started.
What about you, John? What do you think?
When I knew Arya and Sansa were faking it, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, did you think they were faking it, or do you think it was something that came after that conversation, or?
I 100% didn't think Arya, or I knew Arya wasn't really being angry towards Sansa. Like, she let Littlefinger see her. In my head, I was just like, there's no way she's letting Littlefinger get the best of her. Like, she just trained to be stealthy as fuck. And she's just gonna get caught doing these things. And then like with Sansa, I feel like they must have talked it out when they were down. I'm thinking they talked it out and planned it when they were like talking up at the Ned statue when they first met up. I feel like they plotted this.
Yeah, like I feel like it's like an off-screen moment.
See, I don't think so. See, my thing is, I think that there was an off-screen conversation that happened, but I think it happened after that scene when Arya scared the shit out of Sansa. Like, I think,
like with the face.
Yeah. I think it happened after that scene because my thing was, I think Arya was just poking at it, just how you got to poke the bear sometimes to figure out what the fuck is going on, And I think that's what Arya was doing, just trying to get a lay of things, trying to figure out who she can trust and all that, because she still is Sansa, and they never really liked each other to begin with.
Or trying to see how deep Littlefinger's claws were into Sansa.
Right, all that. And I think there was a conversation that finally happened later when Bran finally sat down with him and was like, all right, listen, this is what's going on, so y'all can stop this foolishness. Because you saw there was a serious difference between Bran.
From the get-go.
That's what you can see. There was a serious difference between Bran in the finale and Bran earlier in the season. Like he was finally getting grips on what was going on with himself, And once that happened, he was able to talk to them, and they were able to figure out what was going on. Well, not figure out, but like know what was going on. I think at that point was when they decided, like, all right, we got to take out Littlefinger now. So I think it happened after that scene, but it's interesting how different people can think different things because they weren't clear about it.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Let's see. Intriguing moments. Okay, so I'd say my most intriguing moment was the moment between Missandei and Grey Worm.
Oh God, you would.
Oh, and they scissored.
Yes, when they scissored John.
Here's
That's
the
a
thing.
good scene.
Here's the thing. I'm a little disappointed they didn't actually show them scissor. Like, I really feel like they should have.
That dude,
But I feel like-
my shit.
I
if
know,
that
I
happened.
know.
Oh, that'd
I
be
know they would
funny.
never do it, but I kind of want them to, you know? Like, oh, man. You can kind of... It's funny, too, to see, like, the difference between, like, quote, love scenes now versus, like, at the beginning of the series. Like, they weren't very loving at the beginning of the series. It was just a whole lot of going on, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it kind of really changed until like John and Ygritte in the cave happened.
Oh, there was still a lot of after that too.
But even then, like it was like a little cute moment when like she was like, "Why did you do that?" He was like, "I just wanted to kiss you down there." Like it was just such a cute little moment.
Mm-hmm. This is true. This is true. I did like the fact that people were like, "Well, what is he gonna do to her?" And he showed her. Like, I'm talking about Grey Worm and Missandei again. I'm like, yeah. That's some of that unsullied training they didn't tell you about.
I'm also pretty sure Grey Worm got the tongue of like craziness.
Think so?
I would imagine so. I feel like you gotta make up somehow.
But if he had never
Can't
done
just
anything
scissor for the rest of your
before,
life.
I mean, that's not the kind of thing you just like, you know, amazing at the first time you do it.
I mean, I wouldn't know. So
Sure.
That's what they all say. Let me think. So, picture this.
But speaking of John,
Oh,
or
okay.
like
Let's speak of John. Go
okay.
ahead. I won't forget. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, speaking of John Game of Thrones, what are your guys' thoughts about, you know, that lovely little sex scene and the narration that came with it?
Oh, they found a very they found a way to make us go, oh yeah, but at the same time go, ooh. You know, it's just like, but yeah, but
What, the John and Danny scene you're talking about?
yeah, with John and Danny with the narration from Bran going over the top of it, like, hey, yeah, they're related while they're boning.
Right. It's
Yeah,
like
that
the
was
their
hilarious.
relationship, like their degrees of separation while they're fucking. And I'm just kind of like, could you not? Like, don't ruin this.
Oh, that's exactly why they did it though. Like they did
Like
it.
my
They did it to
subconscious
fuck
is
with us.
already ruining it by by the inside of my mind being like, yeah, that's aunt and nephew, but you don't gotta say it over it, Bran. Like,
Yeah. I hear you. My thing though is I was gonna get into it. We were actually going further with this. Is okay. So picture this: Jon and Daenerys arrive in Winterfell. Who tells them? Does Bran tell them or does Sam tell them?
I feel like they should sit them both down together.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
like
what I'm
it'll be like the four of them: Bran, Sam, Dany, and Jon.
Because Danny's not just gonna be like, okay, I'm not the fucking heir to the throne, you know, like.
See, here's the thing
I
about
feel
that
like
though. That doesn't even.
cause so much tension.
I don't even think that would matter because I'm like 99.9% sure that Jon doesn't want it anyway. So
Yeah.
even if he
I feel
does,
like John would be like, I've already been to D, man. I don't really feel like trying to save my life today, so
yeah, I feel like
I'd rather get my dick wet.
it's one of those things. I feel like he could just be like, even if they don't like go with the whole, you know, we can still fuck because you know we're Targaryens, that's what we do anyway. I feel like he could just be like, yo, like I don't want it. Just give me the North and leave me the fuck alone. Like,
That's what I feel like he would do.
yeah, just like leave me in the North alone. You know my people don't trust y'all. Just leave us up here. We'll handle the north. Y'all handle the south down there, and all is good.
Right.
Yep.
But I feel like that's too perfect of a little bow to wrap around this, so I'm sure something's gonna go wrong. You know.
I feel like as soon as she finds out, and then someone tells her, yeah, he's technically the rightful heir because his parents were married and all that shit. When your brother married his mother and all that crap before he was born, I feel like she's gonna be like, kill him.
I don't think she will. That's
And
really.
then she's gonna be like, but the dick was so bomb. Kill him.
Yeah.
It was, dude. I mean, you don't think she would kill him?
No, I don't think she would, because
I don't.
she's
I
in
feel
love with
like
him?
she would. I feel like she would think about her options before outrightly just trying to quit him, trying to kill him. Why can't I quit you?
yeah.
I feel like the fucking Night King's still gonna win.
Once again, you know, that'd be fucked up. But the more I think about it, I was saying this before. The more I think about what you said with that, the more I kind of want to see that. You know, it just,
Dude,
just
I
like
do,
see him just
because
walk.
everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Nobody's like,
I
dude,
kinda
the
like-
Night King's gonna win.
Yeah, I like the idea of he wins because they can't get their shit together. You know, like because they
Yeah.
can't decide like, all right, we're gonna work together and beat him because Cersei's being a fucking asshole. You know, then we got Jon and Dany. Now they're gonna probably have some kind of dispute over who's ruling, even though Jon probably doesn't really want it, and all that's gonna be happening at the same time. Euron coming over with the Gold Company and shit, and the Night King, while they're all fighting each other, just gonna sweep through and kill everybody, and then walk up to the Iron Throne and touch it and turn it to ice and shit, and then sit on it.
That would be pretty cool. I would definitely root for that.
Mm-hmm. Were you about to say something, Mara? I think I cut you off. We can't hear you. We've lost you. We've lost you, Mara.
Mara.
Still can't hear you. I don't know what happened. You broke it. Mm-mm-mm.
That's why you can't have nights tomorrow.
This is exactly why she can't have nice things. Oh, I think we got you now.
Yep. She turned off my mic for a moment. I didn't realize.
Mm-mm-mm. What were you saying?
What I was saying was I could see that it'd be totally plausible that the Night King could win because it would be like, but to me also I feel like it'd be like a cheap cop out to like try and be like, well, no, because you know a lot of people aren't rooting for the Night King because he's the great evil. But what I'm saying is like, you know, rather than trying to please everyone or like please like one certain group of people, just let the Night King win, and then it's kind of like, yeah, see, all of y'all were wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I
Does that make
get
sense what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's see. All right, let's talk predictions now, since we've gotten into that kind of.
That's what?
So let's talk predictions. So,
For 2019?
see, let's talk about that for a
Wait,
second.
who won the Deadpool? Oh yeah, we don't remember what.
Yeah, we
everybody
don't know
voted
what
for.
everybody picked, so we have no idea who won. Well,
Well, I know I had Littlefinger in mine, and he died.
mm-hmm.
I don't remember. If I have it like, do I have it in my notes?
I don't remember who I had. Man.
Maybe.
I just know that at the top
I don't know
of
if I
my...
sent you a picture of it or if I sent you a note.
No, you actually sent me like actual words, like text words, in the little chain.
God damn it.
tr-
Which means
chat
I'll
thing.
never get those back.
Yeah, that's all gone. It's gone.
It went down with my phone in the tub.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I have no idea who won. Only thing I remember on mine is that I had Jaime and Cersei at the top, but because I was just positive that one of them was gonna go this season, but you know.
Well, I thought for sure Jamie was, but
And they teased it just a little bit for like a few seconds
Yeah.
in the finale. Like I thought he was this close to getting his head smushed.
Mm-hmm.
oh, for sure.
Well, let's talk about him for a minute since I said let's talk predictions. Where's Jaime going now? He going up north?
I feel like he would go north.
Yeah. I think so.
So like he goes to the north and goes to Winterfell and snitches. Think that's what happens?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Snitching on Cersei. Okay.
And then someone's gonna come to, and then someone's gonna try and kill her, and she'd be like, "But I'm pregnant," and it's like, "We killed Rob Stark's in the womb, child. Yours is no different."
So let's
True.
assume that Tormund survives.
Tormund survives. Don't even put that out there.
I was saying, let's assume that Tormund survives, and they're in Winterfell. Jaime and Tormund. They're both looking at Brienne. What happens?
Jaime
Tormund's
take
gonna.
this out. I need Tormund and Brienne to get together and have little ogre babies.
They're gonna rule the world.
Oh man, yeah. But
Some
I'm
little
just saying,
red-headed ginger babies with no souls who can fight really well.
I'd be okay with that. I just want to see like the confrontation or just the look, because it won't really be a confrontation, because I don't think Jaime will like openly admit that he wants Brienne. But yeah, I think there would be like a look that happens, but then Tormund like gives her that, that look he gave when he was eating the chicken and shit, and then it's
Or
on.
when he was sitting on the horse,
Yeah.
just waiting for her to look at him.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? What else can we talk about here? So let's talk about Arya. What's Arya's role now? Because she's not really a soldier. So how does
They're gonna send Arya to kill Cersei. Come on, let's just be real.
right now they think they have a truce with Cersei though, so they won't send her to kill her yet.
But I mean, like, once Jaime goes up there and spills the beans on her, Arya's gonna be like, "Nah, fuck this shit. I'm going."
But then isn't she's supposed to be, according to the prophecy, she's supposed to be killed by one of her brothers.
Tyrion.
Well, then Jaime tries to stop her, and then he ends up being like, "This is something I gotta do."
Okay, but then that just leaves nothing for Arya to do still. Like, what does she do? Do they send
She
her?
goes with him to make sure he does it.
I was gonna say you send her into the midst of the White Walkers to kill the Night King with that Valyrian steel dagger. Imagine if Arya is the one that saves the world by killing the Night King.
Imagine, that would be crazy. I could imagine that Arya wants to fight, and I feel like John's gonna be like, "But you can't," and then she's like, "But I can."
Yeah, like there's nothing you can do to stop me. You already told me, before to stick him with the pointy end. So after that, what else did you expect me to do besides, become an assassin? So now I'm gonna go assassinate the Night King.
She's gonna wear.
And then she's like, "Boom."
She's gonna wear the undead's face.
Now she's gotta get one of the White Walkers, one of his boys, the one that had the little spear thing. She's gonna get his face and look like one of them and just slide up.
That would be fucking insane. I would love to see that.
Oh man. Speaking of which, you think like he has conversations with them, like we have with each other? Like how we were saying he was when he was throwing the javelin thing at the dragon. You know how he could have hit Drogon, who was on the ground, but he was like, "Yo, I bet you can't hit that one that's flying." And he's like, "Yeah, I bet you."
I guarantee that's what happened.
Yeah, so like you think they have conversations like that? Like while they walking. You know how they just be they're walking now and they just talking shit. And so now he up there on the dragon, like, hey, you see me? I'm up here on this dragon. Y'all ain't shit. Down on your dead horses and shit, huh?
I couldn't be just walking in silence for like thousands of miles.
Yeah, they talking shit. He probably up there on his dragon, looking down at them like, how you down on your dead horses and shit. I'm riding a dead dragon, motherfucker. Like, I can imagine the kind of conversation I'd be having, but. And then one of them talk shit and he just breathe fire down at him just to scare him a little bit. Oh, man. All right. So, this next season's the final season. So everybody's So everybody's contract is over after this season. So they don't have to worry about none of that shit. Who's not gonna make it?
Out of the big names,
I don't think Cersei's gonna die. Mountain's gonna die.
Mountain's
Who
already
else?
dead technically, but okay.
Well, he's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Hound's gonna cut his head
Who?
off. Hound.
oh damn.
The Hound is gonna cut off the Mountain's head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we're gonna see the Clegane Bowl?
Oh, it's gonna happen. That's
Oh yeah. They set that up when the Hound was like, "I'm fucking coming for you."
yeah. Mark, can you center yourself, please?
Sorry.
Thank you. Let's see. Who else isn't gonna make it? I mean, I like my theory of Arya killing the Night King, but I think she'll die doing it.
I feel like one of the Lannisters won't make it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think Cersei's gonna die. I don't
feel
think
like-
Jaime's gonna die anymore.
I don't know. Nigga's been playing pretty foolish with his life these past 8 episodes.
With who?
7 episodes.
Who?
Jaime.
Oh, Jaime. Yeah.
Jaime been over here just playing like, fuck it. I've been through a lot, bitch. Like, I'm over.
Like
I'm
I
done.
lost my motherfucking hand. All right. Like I had a dragon breathe fire at me. Also,
Right.
little fun tidbit that I didn't know, completely off the subject. So, that moment when Bronn tells Podrick, like, yo, let's go have a drink while these important people talk?
Yeah.
Apparently
Podrick?
that's because Bronn and Cersei cannot be in scenes with each other.
Why?
Why?
Because it's like in their contract, because they were once an item and they've like separated and all that kind of shit, and it did not end very well, and so it's like,
Get the
it's like
fuck
they
out
cannot
of
be
here.
they cannot
Are
be
you
in a scene
serious?
together as a heart attack.
Who?
Bronn and Cersei.
Bronn and
The
Cersei.
actors, Lena Headey and whoever plays Bronn, apparently were a thing. And I guess things went south, and they were just like, I don't ever want to be on set with that piece of shit ever again.
Well, it's not even again. It was before they even got on Game of Thrones.
I don't ever want to be on the same set as that piece of shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. Let's see. Who else you think's not gonna make it?
Well, I had Tormund dying, so I had Tormund and Littlefinger dying. I think Tormund died. I think Tormund and Beric are gonna be dead.
Is
Did not. I feel like
is Tormund gonna
Beric
die
died.
before him and Brienne
Tormund gonna
bone
make
though?
it.
Or what?
Is he gonna die? Is Tormund gonna die before him and Brienne bone?
I don't know. I don't think him and Brienne are gonna bone.
That's sad.
I want them to, but I don't think it's.
But
gonna
like,
happen.
even if they don't get together, I like the relentless pursuit that he tries,
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of just like, but why not, Brienne?
Who else? Well, Varys I think won't make it. I think Grey Worm won't make it.
Nah, they were dating when Game of Thrones was going on.
Hmm?
She was linked to Game of Thrones co-star Jerome Flynn. However, the relationship reportedly ended badly sometime before March 2014, resulting in the two being kept apart on set.
Oh, you back to Brienne and Cersei. I mean Cersei and Bronn. Okay, I got you. I'm like, what are you talking about? All right.
Yep. Sorry, I went to Google. I had to Google it, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Varys is gonna die. I think Grey Worm is gonna die. Well, either him or Missandei. Like one of those two are gonna go. Cause
Yeah, I can see that happening.
because nobody
What
gets
about
to be
Tyrion?
happy. I think Tyrion makes it to the end. Yeah, I think Tyrion survives.
I feel like Tyrion would survive, which also makes me feel like Jaime would die. I feel like one of the Lannisters are gonna have to go towards the end.
See, I think that Jaime and Cersei are both gonna die, but
They go to Romeo and Juliet themselves.
not necessarily, but I think Jaime will kill her and then somehow die afterwards. He may kill her and then kill himself. So close to that, but not exactly that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else you think is gonna just, not gonna make it?
Kick the bucket.
I don't think so.
Okay. So let me ask this then. For this whole season now, not just for an episode, now it's for the whole season, who's winning?
The Knights Army. Come on, son.
Dude, Night King, bro.
Yeah,
All
Night
the
King
way.
is winning. You are
Fucking
correct.
wall.
I have no arguments against that. At the end of this season, the Night King is winning. But who's losing?
And who's losing? Everyone else.
Now you got to pick one, sir. And yes, I called you sir on purpose.
Who's losing? Still Jorah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, poor Jorah.
Right.
That's a good one. You going with Jorah, John?
Yeah. I mean,
I read a lot of
Jorah
speculation.
sucks.
What? I could see Jorah dying for Dany.
I had Jorah dying in my Deadpool. I had Jorah, Tormund, Littlefinger, and 2 other people. I don't remember. Oh, Grey Worm and
What was I gonna say?
I don't remember.
What was I gonna say? There was like people were speculating about the finale when you saw like Tyrion standing outside down the hall from Dany's room while, she was having coitus, and everyone was like, because he's in love with her, and I was like, no. I read this one theory. It was kind of like because he's kind of concerned about what the Union what the Union could probably do to her judgment, in a sense, not like. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more of a him thinking like, okay, well, what does this mean for us now? Like, how do we deal with this now? Like, I think that's the thing with him. He's always trying to figure out what's the next move, and because they're together, he's like, okay, what's the next move now? Yeah. But to me, who's losing? Littlefinger, and I'll tell you why. Because not only because he died, not just because he died, it's because of all his plotting and scheming and all this, and he thought he was winning. That's the thing. He's losing
still lost the
because
Game
he
of Thrones.
thought he was winning. Like, that was the thing. Like, this whole time, him, leaning on the walls all the time, just munching on the apple, twirling his mustache and shit. Like, he thought he was winning.
Yeah.
And because he clearly
When
was
in
not.
fact, you were losing.
Exactly, which is why I think Littlefinger's losing.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I could take that. If it, like my funny losing is Jorah, because Jorah, as long as Dany is forever sleeping, fucking, dating someone else, Jorah will always be losing. But on a serious note, Littlefinger definitely lost the Game of Thrones and his life.
Oh yeah. I think that's gonna be enough. We'll end that here. We're gonna say this is it for this season. We'll catch you all when Game of Thrones is back, whenever that may be. You can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at Sir_Cussalott. That is at SIR_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Maradashark_. That's MARADASHARK_. I started a new thing, guys, so just keep a lookout for it if you play The Sims.
Way to plug and not really tell us anything.
Added me on Instagram.
That's the thing. She just threw that out there. No real context or anything, but whatever. Go ahead, John. Where can they find you?
JONNYJUMS. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram.
Johnny Jums. All right. Also, follow Creation Magazine on both Twitter and Instagram. Also, get us on Facebook, facebook.com/Creation Magazine. Our YouTube channel, creationmagazine.com. Yeah, we'll end it there. We'll catch you all next time. Next thing we got coming up is next episode of Creation Conversation coming in the next couple days. Until then, stay creative, stay free.
Peace out, everybody.
Deuces.